The Hellenic civilization of ancient Greece spread over the Balkan Peninsula, the island of the Aegean Sea, and the coast of the Anatolian Peninsula in present-day Turkey, constituting the so-called elite. Greek of Hellenic civilization has its origin in the Crete and the Mycenaean cultures. Field 2 of Macedonia in 3046 BC sanctioned the imposing peace and unity between the different polis. After the conquest of the son Alexander the Greek culture merges with then Asia Minor, Eurasia, Central Asia, Syria, Mesopotamia, Iran, North Africa, and India, thus giving birth to a civilization, says Hellenism, that still today is unsurpassed model of philosophy, religion, science, and art. The Turks dominated Greece until the early decades of the 19th century. In 1821, with the Greek War of Independence, the Greeks declared the country's independence, which was officially arrived only in 1829. Then George I replaced Otto I and the head of the country in the First World War. Greece enters the part of the future victors and manages to obtain territorial extensions towards the east.
Mykonos was one of the islands where the Giants were defeated by Heracles and which today is the one of the most popular places for tourists. Santorini is another the most touristed place in Greece. The island was an is volcano eruption that turned the island touristic caldera. Greece was one of the oldest countries that today has one of the best architecture. The National Archaeological Museum of Athens is one of the most historic places we find those were considered good in the ancient Greece. The Temple of the Poseidon is a cultural site in Greece that was of an sanctuary for the gods.
Good morning, my name is Camilo, and this time I am going to talk about the Greek traditions. Traditions in Greece and the Greek islands are an important aspect of the Greek culture. They are either of a religious character coming from paganism. Most of the traditions and festivals in Greece are religious. And the first one is Epiphany. Epiphany is one of the public holidays of Greece. On the 6th of January, Greeks celebrate the baptism of Jesus Christ by John the Baptist in the Jordan River. It is one of the most important days for all the Orthodox Christians in Greece, as it is a day of joy and brightness. The second one is Apocryph. It is the Greek carnival and is a celebration with street parties, and masquerades, similar to carnivals in other Western Christian countries. There are a lot of family-friendly events for the little ones and that enjoy dressing up. Like the Latin root of the word carnival, the word apocryph comes from the word apoki and Greece, that means abstinence for the meat. The start of the carnival marks the day before the fasting begins. There is not a specific date, but it usually takes place between February and March. The Ohi Day, on October 28th, the Greeks celebrate the day when the Greek dictator Metaxas refused to let the Italians invade the country during the World War II. It is the celebration of the heroic Otzi. Most Greeks put a Greek flag on their windows and balconies, while a parade takes place with the participation of school students and the army. And the next tradition is the Greek Independence Day, celebrating the declaration of the Independence War against the Ottomans on March 25th, 1821. A part of a national celebration, this day is also a religious celebration dedicated to the Annunciation of the Virgin Mary. The next tradition is Easter. It's the most important celebration for the Greeks, even more than Christmas. On Good Thursday or Good Saturday, women dye eggs in red and bake buns. On Good Friday, the day of the mourning, the epitaphos, the tomb of Christ with his icon, decorated with flowers, is taken out of the church and carried around the village, followed by a slow procession. After the procession returns to the church, where the believers kiss the image of the Christ. Now I am going to talk about the Greek cuisine. Rich in authentic flavors and aromas, represents an age-old cultural unity. It has a history of around 4,000 years, with special characteristics based on pure and unique quality goods of the Greek island. In fact, it was Archestratus who, in 330 before Christ, wrote the first cookbook in history. Despite what you may believe about Greek cuisine, it is more than just moussaka, souvlaki, and the famous Greek salad choriatiki. It offers a great variety of delicious and healthy dishes that can fully satisfy everyone, both vegetarians and meat lovers. Dozens of scientific studies have shown the positive effect on balanced Greek diet on person's health, beauty, and longevity. And the basic ingredients in Greek cuisine has four secrets: good quality, fresh ingredients, correct use of flavorings and spices, the famous Greek olive oil, and simplicity. Um, the Greek olive oil deserves an special mention. It accompanies almost all Greek dishes. It is used abundantly in most of them. It is of excellent quality and it is very good for your health. It is also known that artificial cultivation of vegetables is not carried out due to the mild Greek climate. Consequently, most vegetables are cultivated in natural ways and they maintain their aroma and their flavor. You will be happy and content after tasting a Greek tomato, cabbage, carrot, onion, parsley, and garlic. At the same time, you should not forget the rich flavor and aroma of fresh Greek fruits, such as grapes, apricots, peaches, cherries, melons, and watermelons. Well, music in Greece is of unbelievable diversity due to the creative Greek assimilation of different influences of the Eastern and Western cultures of Asia and Europe. Music is an important aspect of daily Greek culture. It has a long of history dating from the antiquity, during which poetry, dancing, and music were inseparable and played an important part in the ancient Greeks' everyday life. The Greek tragedy used music as one of its important elements. Mm, the most traditional music in Greece are the folk songs. Greek folk songs sees its origins coming from the time of ancient Greek poetry and music. It can be divided into two musical movements, the archaic and the eclectic. The instruments are the lira and the lute, the tambouras, the bagpipe, the shawn, the drum, the tambourine, the pyramid groups, and the violin.